then I can open it up. Okay. All right. So first thing, basically everything I'm going to be talking about, guys, is all around consistency. You guys hear me say it all the time about consistency is key. It is key to being successful in this business, doing things that you're supposed to do and doing it day in and day out. So the first thing, my screen keeps disappearing from me. Sorry, I hate my computer. It's like slow and dumb. And if I would happen to like disappear or anything, I think Megan Miller, if you could text me if something like goes bonkers, because I'm just going to go through the slides and now I can't see the screen. So, okay, so if you are a hobby coach, this is what kind of separates working coaches from a hobby coach, you know, just somebody who doesn't really see, you know, putting in the extra time. They're not really setting goals each month. They're not aiming, you know, to hit goals in their business as far as rank goes or success club. They enjoy being a part of the team. You know, they might hit success club every once in a while. They might run a challenge group every once in a while, but it's not something they're doing consistent. They may get on some of the calls when they feel like it. It's not something that they put in their schedule to make sure they're getting on the national wake up call. They're getting on team calls. They're getting on team hardcore calls. They're not super committed to checking the team page. They don't really stay in the know. They don't know what's going on as far as trainings and that kind of stuff. They only do personal development when, you know, they think of it or, you know, when it's convenient to try to fit in. And they might invite someone if they talk to them first. You know, they might see like they did a post or something and that person might talk to them. Then they might talk to somebody, but they're not going and trying to start those, you know, build those relationships or start those, you know, conversations with people. All right. So everything we're talking about is around, of course, you and your journey. And if you are in this and if you're on this call, obviously you're making that decision that you really want to be a, you know, an all-in type coach and you want things to be working for you. So you're focused on your goals. You know what you're good at and you know what you need to work on. That is something that I'm always doing as a leader. I know where my strengths are, but I also have to know what I'm weak at and things that I'm either delegating for other people to do or I'm continuing to work at that. And you are not comparing your journey to another coach. Guys, I don't know how many times, you know, I have seen that just stop somebody dead in their tracks and things are going good for them. And then they get stuck in that comparison game. They see a newer coach doing really well. And then their focus goes on, well, why am I not doing that? Instead of just staying on, you know, your path. Okay. So here is an all-in coach. If you're an all-in coach, here are things that you are doing. You are doing trainings. You are getting on calls. You are very committed in the team pages that you are a part of. You're checking them. You're staying in the know. You're staying connected to your coach. You are consistent on social media. So you're posting 3 to 5 times a day over whatever, you know, social media that you're using, and you're adding value, you're sharing your journey, you're doing the things that you know a coach needs to be doing. You're committed to the workout programs. You're drinking your Shakeology every day. You're following meal plans. You know, you're not perfect, but you're showing that you are committed to those things and doing your best. You are tracking. So you're having those conversations. You're setting up power hours. You know if you're doing daily 4s or using power 3s, whatever that might be that you're using for your tracking or how you're doing your daily work, whatever, you know, works best for you. You're doing that if you're an all-in coach. And you are hitting Success Club. That has to be an absolute no matter what in your business, guys, no matter what. All right. Okay. Something is totally off on my slides. Hold on one sec. Oh no, that was right. Okay, so let's go back. Creating a vision. So you hear, on the National Wake Up Calls, you hear on trainings all the time about vision and creating that. And we talked about, like, if you were on board with us at the beginning of the year, that, we talked about creating those dream boards or, writing out and setting goals. So number one, every month I stop and I get my books, which I did. I don't know what the heck I did with it. Sorry. But I did get my Shalene's push goal. My books came in. I saw them open the box. But that will be my thing. I will make sure every month, so we're getting ready to go into March, I will stop. I'll look over February and look at what goals did I hit that I set for February? Where was I short? What do I need to change? What do I need to set for March to help my business to keep moving forward? So I'm always setting goals. There is never a time in my business, once I said I was all in, that I was not setting goals, guys. It's a constant thing you have to be doing for yourself. You also have to have that strong why. So like I shared last Wednesday on the update video, and I was reading from the book, Get Over Your Damn Self. And she talked about, really peeling away that onion, the layers that we have to really figure out what it is that is your deep why. And it has to be about you. It truly does. It has to be about something you really want. It's got to be that reason that makes you get up and do this every day, even when it sucks. Because guys, there are times that it is going to suck, but also remember why you're doing it and why, what our purpose truly is with being a part of this business. All right. You have to have a belief system. So I'm huge believe in personal development and what it can do for you if you plug into it. I am big on daily affirmations. If you are not familiar with the Miracle Morning for network marketers, make sure you're looking that up. Order that on Amazon. Or The Power of I Am by Joel Osteen. Excellent book for teaching you about affirmations. And I write those out every single morning. I am statements every single morning. That's part of my journaling. When I do my personal development, I do my journaling and I make sure I'm writing those in. And I am a huge believer in creating that belief system, that it's a consistent thing that you're doing. And then I'm always rewriting my goals. So I have my goals that I have for the month. I have my goals that are for like mid-year. So that's like summit time for us. And I have end of the year goals. So I write those out every single day. So I do my affirmations every morning and I rewrite all of my goals every single morning. I also write out the things I am grateful for. So having that constant gratitude list, that helps you just keep that happiness and joy. And I know the people who are grateful are the people who they go further in this business. You have to be constantly, appreciative of the things that you do have already. You're not constantly like, oh, I'll be happy when I have this. I'll be happy when I have this goal. I'll be happy when I look like this. That's not what it's about. You got to be happy with things that you have right now and be grateful for that. Okay, the last thing is dream board and constantly sharing your vision. So some of you are other leaders that are on here. So that's something that you need to be doing for your coaches. And as coaches that are on here, as you start building your own team, that's something you want to remember to constantly be doing too, is to always share your vision with your team, because that's what it is. It's a team. And everything that everybody's doing helps everybody's vision become a reality, because it is everybody working together to do things. And, when you know what everybody's true vision is, it just makes me work harder. When I hear coaches tell me, that they want to be home, they want to be there in the morning when their kids get on the bus, or they want to be standing there to welcome their kids when they come home off the bus. That is like a driver for me. That keeps me showing up too every day and pushing and working harder and trying to be a better leader, because I want that vision to become a reality for my coaches too. So always share your vision. All right. I really wish I could figure out how to share the screen, but that's just what it is. All right. So daily activities, things you are doing consistently, always adding contacts. You're looking for the people that you have things in common with. It makes starting that conversation so much easier when you see something in their post or something in their picture, and you can be like, okay, I can connect with that. That's something that I can start building a relationship because I can talk about that. You are inviting daily. It doesn't matter if it's to try Shakeology, if it's to come check out the next sneak peek, if it's to your next challenge group, if it's to your free group, if it's to join your team, whatever it is, you have to be inviting daily. And it has to be something that is always at the front of your mind, that my business is not going to move forward if I don't invite. I am not going to help people if I don't invite them. Like, you have to continuously say that to yourself. And I know there are days you're going to be like, I just really don't feel like doing this today. But then you have to remind yourself of those things if you don't show up and do it. Posting, obviously, social media is a huge part of how you build your business, and you have to be adding value. That has to be something that is going to make people want to even come to your page. So if you feel like you're not getting a lot of interaction on your page, then ask your success partner, ask your coach, say, what is it that you like about my page? What is it that you think brings people to my page? What's interesting about it? Am I motivating? Am I giving enough tips? Am I sharing enough recipes? Am I doing enough that's going to make people want to check my page every single day? So always focus on, adding that value in every day too. All right, your follow-up. So you're making your master list and you're doing your daily things that you need to be doing, but follow-up, guys, is where things happen. And that's also where things don't happen, because you can lose people and they're going to slip through the cracks if you're not following up. So if you're not writing down names, if you're not making time to make sure that follow-ups happen daily for you, you're going to miss people. And I mean, it's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of us. And it's simply from not, putting that information down when you need to be putting it down. And then just make sure you're always sharing you. It's your journey. It's you. It's not Beachbody. It's not the programs. It's not just Shakeology. It's what you are doing. People are going to come join you because of you, and what sets you apart from all of the other coaches. That's where you have to find your thing, like your niche, as they say. All right. Next topic. There we go. Okay. Recruiting. So that goes in with your inviting. If you are an all-in coach where you're saying, okay, in the next 2-3 years, I would love to leave my full-time job, maybe. That's just an example. Or I would love to be making X amount of money every single month. Guys, those things aren't going to be a reality if you're not continuing to funnel in new coaches to your team, because people quit. People walk away. People cancel their Shakeology. People cancel altogether. I mean, it happens. So you've got to be continuing to realize that people are going to go away, but if you are focused in on always bringing in 1 to 2 coaches a month, then you can replace when people decide to quit. And it's hard, and don't take it personally when people quit, guys. It's not about you at all. Okay, I had somebody ask about daily jabs and hooks. Daily jabs, guys. You can go to YouTube and find tons of information about daily jabs and hooks, but just a quick little description of that. Daily jabs. That is all the little things that you're doing every day to show what you do as a coach. So that's when we say, make a list of 10 things you absolutely love about coaching. or things that have already changed in your life since you have decided to become a coach. Write those 10 things out. And then you can spread those out over so many days and share those in a post. And those are jabs. That's a jab. When I share that I am, like last week, a jab was, it was beautiful outside. And I stopped for a second and I like look across the living room and I'm like, I would have been in a classroom teaching and I would not be able to go outside with my little guy because I would have been at work. And I was so grateful for that moment. And it was like that reminder of, I'm so glad I put in that hard work and did all the things I needed to do to build my business so that I could have that moment right then to go outside and watch him jump on the trampoline last week. And you know, that was a jab. I was sharing that my hard work got me to that point. And it was because of coaching. Hooks need to happen 2 to 3 times a week, 2 tops, because that is where you're doing those actual invites. This time right now is an awesome time to do an invite post. Awesome time for you to share your story, guys. This is when you get to be all about you. If you are doing an invite to your team, you can list all the awesome things that happen when you join a team, with Beachbody. You join your team. What are the things you're going to get? When you're inviting somebody to your challenge group, you are sharing your story and then you're talking about all the things that person is going to get. You also want to make sure you're doing a call to action when you're doing those hooks. And I would suggest saying, message me for more information. Reason for that is I have been seeing a lot of coaches saying that people that are putting emails, I know this is so shady, but people are shady. But people are like emailing or messaging the people when they write below, I'm interested, or they put their email. So I am just saying from now on, I either have a survey that they can go to and fill out that gives me their email there, or I say, just message me and, I'll get in contact with you instead of them commenting below or, putting their email. Oh, but make sure you tell them to like the post too. So I saw somebody say that and I was like, that was good because that also helps the post to stay in the newsfeed too. So hooks 2-3 times, depending on what you are inviting to. Awesome time to do a live video. If you're doing invites, live video, guys, is where it's at for those. All right. So as you make that decision that you're going to start building your team, so you've made the decision to become Emerald and you're moving towards Diamond and you want to, make things happen and create that team, you have to remember that you don't have to know everything. So, I have a coach training in place for you, or your coach might have a coach training in place for you. So don't stress that, oh my gosh, you're signing coaches and you think that you have to do everything. Don't reinvent the wheel, guys. Just do the process and keep things super simple. And just know, I send them a welcome email. They have the video to watch. I set up a time to talk to them and set goals together and make sure I've answered the basic questions for them. And then they do the coach training, and you are there to mentor and lead and help them, to take those next steps and understand what the process is. So I think a lot of times people see recruiting, which, is basically a word that people hate to use, but people don't do it because you're scared you're not doing things the right way or that you're not going to know how to do something. Don't let that stop you. Don't let that, because you have this amazing team of coaches that are going to be there to help you. All right. Last thing on that, a thing that has always helped me with kind of tracking, the people I'm really talking to about coaching. I do what's called a 10 playlist, and I have whiteboards in my office, or I'll write them down in my book for that week. And it's usually 10 people for challenge group, 10 people for coaching that are really have been asking. They may have hopped on in a backstage pass or a sneak peek. They've asked questions a lot. I've sent videos, whatever process they're in. I keep them on a 10 playlist because I want to make sure I'm always going back and following up with them to see if there's any other questions they have for me. Because, everybody goes at a different pace, but if I'm not doing that follow-up with them, I can lose them. Their attention goes, somewhere else. So keep track of those people. I kind of call it like my hot list. They're like the people that are really interested and have been asking questions. Okay. I don't know what I just hit. Sorry. Okay. Schedule. This is huge. So as new coaches come in, it is really important to get super focused in on creating a schedule. And I'm going to click on my other screen, make sure if anybody's asking any questions or anything. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking to myself because I can't see any of you because I'm sitting here looking at my screen. And did anybody have any questions and I'm missing it? Okay. This is my last screen. Okay, so creating a routine. I have a 5 a.m. group, and it's not a fitness check-in group. It's like a group that checks in because they're getting up and they're starting their miracle morning. So Miracle Morning, guys, has a few things that can really help you with doing your personal development early, doing those affirmations, doing your goal setting. I do like my birthday messages early in the morning. I do my workout. I do those things early before I get the kids up. I don't typically do a power hour in the morning before I get the kids up, but I did have to do that when I was working because that was part of me moving my business quicker because I wanted things to happen quicker. So I put in time before I went to work, obviously because I couldn't work at all, during the day. So 5 a.m. club is just kind of an accountability for the people who want to get up and get things done early in their business. So that is something that if you're interested in, you can message me and I can make sure I share that link. You guys can join that. But yes, schedule. You should be doing personal development every single day, guys. 20 minutes at the minimum, I say. Find your pockets of personal development. If you are folding laundry in the evening, plug an earbud in one ear. When you're cooking dinner, put an earbud in one ear. I know you've got the kids and everybody else doing something, but you know what? It's just how you get things done. If you need to get your personal development in and you've got to cook dinner, you can do both. You can do it. It can be done. If you're in the car, you're not listening to music, you're listening to personal development because the music is not going to help you move your business forward. So you have to make your business a priority by setting your work hours. So make sure you are sharing with your coach and your success partner and your group that you're working with. What are the hours you have set that you are working your business? If it's 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night, whatever works, because this is your business. If you want things to move faster, obviously you're going to put more time into it. But, for things to happen at all, you have to make it a priority. Get organized and work on time management. This is still something, guys, I am not great at. And I share that all the time. I am kind of one of those that I'm like an unorganized hot mess, but I get things done. That's just kind of how I've described myself. But that's really me to a T. It is something, it's my weakness. It is something I'm always working on, trying to find what can make things easier for me. And then my last tip on that is show up even when you don't want to. And that is like huge, huge. There's so many days you're going to be like, oh my gosh, the kids are sick. I have all this laundry to do. My husband's not real happy with me that I'm going to go sit and listen to this call. But you know what? If you are doing the things and you're being super consistent, that's going to pay off. It will pay off. So, all right, I can open up if you guys have any questions at all. I can answer those to you. That's all I wanted to give you. And like I said, I can share those slides with you guys too. I can put them in the page so if you guys want those, but if you didn't take notes. Okay, hold on. I see the chat, but I lost it. Why is my phone so dumb? Biggest I can tell when I Slack. Oh, huge. Absolutely, Megan. Totally agree. Megan said she can tell in her business when you Slack on personal development. Me too. Totally. If you do not have a success partner and you want a success partner, make sure you're messaging me or comment in this group and we will find you somebody to be with. Guys, you cannot do this business by yourself. You have to have somebody that you can work with and bounce the ideas off of. Like, it is impossible. I believe that. It is impossible to move forward in this business by yourself. You've got to have a group of people. You've got to have somebody that you can talk to. Audible. Yep. I listen to almost all of my stuff, except I have 2 books right now that I have to read. Big help. Okay. I need a partner too. Okay, Ashley, you need a success partner. Did somebody else say they needed one in here? Did I miss it? Kristen. Yes. Oh, that's a good combination. Kristen and Ashley. I'll make sure I tag both of you when we get done so you guys can friend request each other, and then you guys can I'll set up a little chat with both of you and we can kind of talk about like what you can do as success partners. What do you mean, PD? Personal development. Personal development is the things that you are reading and listening to. So as a new coach, Tanya, I don't know if you're a new coach, but you should be starting with The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. That's a good one to start with. What's another good one to start with? Because I'm kind of brain dead right now. I don't even have my books next to me. The Slight Edge. Who's that by? Just lost it. I don't know. Does that make sense, Tanya? Very new. Okay. Well, I'm glad you hopped on here. That's awesome. Who is your coach, Tanya? Oh, GoPro. Yes, Kristen. Yes, that's the other one. Ashley. Okay. You have a new coach on, Ashley. That's awesome. Okay. Well, does anybody have any other questions? I'll put this recording up and I will share those slides. And then Kristen and Ashley, I will set that up for you guys so you guys can start chatting. Because it is, guys, having a partner is huge in being successful. So, all right. Well, thanks, guys, for hopping on. I hope that helped a little bit. Just a short little recap. And we all know there's a lot of in-betweens, but that's kind of the gist. I think we overcomplicate. I think a lot of times everybody just overcomplicates. The biggest thing is talk to people. Build relationships every single day. Talk to people. Find out where they're struggling and just help. Just be you and help people. So, all right, guys, have a good rest of your evening, and I will get this stuff up. All right, talk to you all later. Thank you.